Well, we're back. Oh, Easter's over. A nice deserved break. And before you know it, it's another week. That having 4 days off, it's just goes really fast. It goes really fast. But yeah, we're back. Off to do some more safe for work stuff, safe for work painteroonies. Gonna be working on the commission. Switch to this. There we go. So if you remember this piece, spoke to the client and they're happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead with it and just basically finalize it, and then blow it up and start painting it, rendering it out. I hope everyone's well. I'm just gonna quickly post on my local channels that I'm streaming, and then we'll begin. Let me just bring it up. Oh. Play some nice music. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's a shame I can't stream on Picato. They still haven't fixed their problem, whatever it is. Well, let me connect. So, sticking with what I know with Twitch and YouTube, which is just as fine. Works for me. There we go. Boom. Oh, that's a flip there. Trying to get the tablet right. There we go. So yeah, client's happy with it. I can now move this on to rendering. Oh, actually, before I even one more place I forgot to post. I'm going to do it now before I forget. I always forget it. Damn it. What do I do now? There you go. Oh, what's going on here? What's happened here? I've pasted everything. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. My pasting has gone all funny there. There we go. Almost done. Yeah. Oh. Cool. Last but not least, one more place to post, and then I'll begin the painting. Let me see. I need the Twitch link. That's what I need. Twitch, and then Discord. And here we go. Creative. General Me Creative. There we go. All right. Cool. Just gonna put my hair back. Hair gets in the way. Okay, let's move my windows around a bit so I can have my setup all nicely laid out, so I don't have to look around anywhere for anything. Cool. So I need to move things around here to make it into an A4 canvas. So basic size of this. So we're going to do a new file. international paper. Going to rotate this canvas by 90 degrees. I'm going to blow it up by maybe by 20%. So 120%. And now we bring in our piece here. Okay, is this everything? That's the weight, that's the character. The border's going to be needed. Everything from here is going to be needed. So, in fact, let me just copy this entire folder. That will make sense. Cool. Into a new canvas. Boom. There we go. So as you can see, it looks a bit tiny. We're going to blow this up. I'm going to use the guide there, the border, as our point of reference to how big this canvas should be. Oh, that's a bit good. Maybe a bit more, just a tad bit more. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Transforming. There we go. Sweet. So now we can close this down. Actually save it and close. Boom. Okay, so this is what we have. We can get rid of the border. The border's no longer needed here. There we go. So this is our piece that we're going to work with. We're going to commit to. So there's a few things we can delete now. There's a lot of stray things I've added in here. These can go now. Actually, that can probably stay. Perspective lines could probably look around there. The border can stay as well. I'll let that fly. Just looking at what's here. Okay. So I think the best place to start. Oh, that's actually nice. Actually, the best place to start is on the background and just basically bring it in as we go along with it. So what's this? What is this? This is the hue and saturation. Did I do anything to this? I didn't do anything to this. Okay. Just get rid of that. So make a new layer on top of that. Bring in my texture brush. DG brush. Where's my DG brush? My lovely DG brush that I use which is by the artist Dave Greco. Charming. Okay. So, actually, before I begin, let's save the file as well. Always save, because you never know. You don't want to lose your work. We should probably save this in the same location as the commission folder. So let me just bring that up. Quick access. See, Windows 10's quick access thing is a bit wishy-washy. I need to probably start putting my favorite locations for commission folders. And normally I keep them several layers down, so I should probably start thinking about sorting that out. There you go. Commissions. Yeah, we go. So drop it in here. X01. There we go. And how big is the file? Fairly big, is it? It's a gigantic file, is it? Oh, 35 megabytes. Oh, it's 100 megabytes. Okay, well, it's big because it's a fairly large print file. I like to work on a relatively large canvas, but as we go along, we're going to start flattening these things out as we move on to things. So nothing is ever kept this big. So to begin with, just going to refine these shadowed areas, the floor and everything. In fact, I probably need to refine the weights as well, so the weight apparatus stuff as well. So yeah, so I'm going to move this down a notch there. There we go. So we're just working on the floor, the background, things like that, and these apparatus will be next on the list. But for now, just quickly get this kind of going. There we go. Oh, actually, I shouldn't be on. There we go. So there's a fine, thin white edge there, and that's something to be worried about. That's just Photoshop being a weirdo about that. So I'm gonna try and move this down. Actually, move this down to where the blending layer is. Blending layer. There we go. There we go. I'll start trying to paint over these edges because they're no longer needed. There's a light blue edge there. What's that? Is that by that? Yeah, so that's gonna go as well. I can probably bring that down there, just under the render. There we go. There we go. And move this thing out of the way so I can see everything. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So my Easter was relatively short. Spent most of the time sleeping and enjoying my time off, if anything else. Oh, great. Yeah, not really much has happened really. I was going to go out for a bike ride. That didn't happen because the weather here has been really weird. It's been, even though it's been sunny in some aspects, but it's been relatively cold. So I'm waiting for the weather to turn and change a bit, so it becomes a bit more warmer. And cycling in the warm weather is also nice. So nice to have that kind of feeling, I mean, right now it's still chilly, 9 degrees Celsius, which is still fairly chilly, still fairly cold. So yeah, I want something warmer. Actually, I'm gonna start. Do I need this green part? I don't need that, do I? Let's erase that. There we go. Let's erase the green. Green's gone. There we go. Get out of the way. So gradually just moving things away now and refining our world this character sits in. There's another line there still. What's that? That's from that. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Here we go. What I can probably potentially do here, I think might be able to get away with it, is just do like a Lasso tool. There we go. Oh. Do like a subtle render across here. The background's going to be, I'm thinking the background's maybe blurred. It's going to be blurred out a bit, so because it's keep it out of focus, because it's not the interest here of what we're looking at. So I'm going to try and give that impression. Yeah, to get that impression that's it's there, because the focus is the character, not the background, not the world. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So do another little SEO tool. Yeah, if you're on my Discord server, you may notice I'm kind of muting myself. It's just it's the best way to not get distracted whilst painting. I find that I get relatively distracted easily if I'm not paying attention, and things can go wrong, very wrong, when I'm painting. So keep myself good by focused on what I'm doing and I can check the chat stuff later after the stream. I'm planning to stream for like maybe 2 hours tops, so 2 hours, 2 hours of streaming, and then call it time basically. 2 hours of top, 2 hours of pop. Just gonna knock some shadow there. There we go. Maybe some desaturated a bit. There we go. Nice, nice. There we go. Let's go with that floor. So all these things I've been doing on this painting have been very abstract. So this is just a case of refining and bringing it together. Maybe add a bit more warmth in some areas as well, so we can then just gives it a bit more life as well. More yellow, yeah, yellow. Maybe a bit more shadow there. Maybe a bit more warm, kind of yeah. There we go. That kind of shadow. There we go. Okay. I might be able to just lock out the character completely for now because we don't try and get the background sorted. So what we can do is, there we go. So that's the character. So I call it Yinks because the character is called Yinks. So Yinks. There we go. Knock that out for a second. So use the render layer I was working on just to continue on with everything that's here. I might keep the shadow of the character on a separate layer because I need to give the definition on the ground of where the character's standing, so it gives it that sense of depth. Because right now I've just kind of winged it in where she stands, and not really paid attention on character depth. Once the character's been rendered out a bit more, we can probably add the shadows and stuff near the end. Obviously I can't paint on that because I'm still working on this part, background flooring. There we go. Do 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 do. So I'm bouncing between different areas here because sometimes I find that working in different parts of the picture just makes it easier, makes it fun as well, because if I'm too busy on one area, I forget everything else. So it's nice to just bounce between the things, between elements. Again, that's I think the cabinet, this shelf here, will be painted on a separate layer, I believe. I've got. Is there a different? There is a. Yeah, there is. Cool. So I'm gonna push this out just above the render layer. There we go. And I think that shelf is on this layer, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep that separate. Can I hide that? I can probably hide that. There we go. Let's work on these things. There's objects in there. That's part of that, isn't it? So if I can probably bring that in here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Cool. It's about separating the layers and stuff. Right there. So I'm using the shift key to do straight lines. So that's a good way to do hard edge lines going down, like a ruler, run off a ruler. saves time too. Great way to those sort of things. There you go. Oh. So corner will be a bit more darker than everything else because it's a bit more warmer as well. A bit of warmth there, yeah. Because that's the edge. So thinking in terms of ambient occlusion. That's the right word. Ambient occlusion. When two edges meet, there should be shadow between the two. There we go. For a moment, it wasn't painting or nothing was happening. I was wondering what is going on there. See layers of layers. Oh, actually, it should be going down rather than upwards. My bad. I'm kind of deciding the flow here, and that should be coming down vertically rather than an angle. So let's stick to that samey idea. Otherwise, it looks a bit weird. There we go. Trying to bring some of these elements back into the picture as well, so I don't want to lose those things. There we go, like that. Straight vertical strokes, like so. Warmth there as well. Don't want to lose that warmth. Maybe add a bit of warmth along that edge, maybe. So. So I'm using this shift key again just to save me time by doing these strokes. Actually a bit thirsty. I've got myself a bottle of bitter lemon, which is basically like lemonade, but a bit more bitter. It's pretty nice fizz to it. Been drinking this for a bit. I mean, it's low calorie, of course. There's no sugar free, I guess as we call it. Oh. Think of it as lemon squash with. Think of it as lemon squash, but with a bit of fizz. It's very nice. Maybe a bit of a citrus drinker, so I do like that. Very tangy in goodness. Very good, very good. So yeah, this world is taking shape. I might start to push the line work back a bit. There we go, just a tad bit. So we have this vertical part coming across from the window, so that's gonna see if we can do in fact we might be able to do some another kind of last year tool approach here. It's been really handy to use. There we go. There we go. I mean, what's going to happen eventually is we're going to hide the layer away completely, the line layer away, so we don't have any of this visible, but might be able to get away with some of them because it's going to be blurred out. So we won't be seeing much of this detail because we want to try and keep our the focus on the character. So this is just to imply that there's something here, something in the background. Because if you start making details in the background, then you have to ask yourself: is this door the important part of this picture? Is the door important? Is this corner here, this apparatus, is this important? No, it's the character. The character's important. So make sure that the character is portrayed in, they're there, visible. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so it's outside day. I'm not sure what kind of day it is outside. It's kind of very warm morning, early morning. Because I've got some references here of various like shots of a gym, and this is kind of has very yellowy. Could be midday. It's more whiter though, but for the walls kind of add to the yellowy feel to it, because the walls could be cream painted. It looks like, I mean, in the reference, obviously it looks like it's stone, just basic rocky kind of slabbed stone kind of gym, if there's anything else. So something to think about there, really. Or some over painting some of these areas again, just to brighten it up, just to give it that sense of edge, so it's not too dark. So that corner there, I guess that corner will be very dark here, like that. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah. So but yeah, the focus, like I said, the focus is on the character, so I don't want to spend too long on this, but I may return back to it just to give little tweaks in there once I'm done with it. But for now, I think this is good as it's going to get. Yeah. I don't know if you would, don't know from this distance if you'd be able to see the ridge between the door either. So it needs to be pure. There we go. Cool. Trying to get that range there right. There we go. Kind of cut off there. Oh, there we go. And this shadow just kind of fades away. Oh. There's a bit of glow there, maybe. There we go. There's a bit of glow there. There we go. Got itchy. Every time I stream, I either have an itchy nose or it's like some sort of itch occurs. Maybe I'm just sneaky little itch. I'm not sure what causes it. Maybe the stream itches of some sort. Right, bring him in this shelf now. To into this piece now. There we go. I'm trying to get this lighting right, so it's not too weedy. Okay, cool. Cuts off from there. Maybe have that. There we go. There we go. Phase off from there. Cool. There we go. This lighting probably starts to fade outwards as we reach the front. Obviously this has like a shadowy edge as well, so pay attention to that. Out. Yeah, I'll keep getting itches. I don't know what itches are. Oh. Down this fizz is good. Just checking the reference here. We'll close paint. I've got paint open, not sure why. I think I was probably showing some reference or images to someone. Oh, and use it for the chat. Okay, oh. Oops. Okay, close that as well. It's got a lot of things open. I've got got Clip Studio running as well. It's a bit of a no. Okay. Actually, might close Steam as well. The Steam is unnecessary as well. A lot of things I've got running in the background which don't need to be running, which can undermine the stream. In fact, the session's running fine at the moment. I mean, so last week I was struggling. I was having some bad connection problems. I don't know what was causing it, but definitely my ISP have fixed themselves now. It's working now because like the connection speed is better than what it was last week. Last week it was awful, so thankful for that. But yeah, not sure what they did, but I think there's some funny cabling outside that needed fixing, and I guess they fixed it. So any people that watch my videos or stuff, if you're a BT employee or someone that works at BT, thanks for sorting it out. Thanks for sorting that out for me. Excellent. Keep the line really basic here. Yeah, it looks taking shape now. So I'm going to hide the front apparatus and work on that column here. Again, it's going to be kept relatively simple because it's not the focal point, but it's just something that's there. So new layout. So that's the background. So I'm going to group these up a bit now. And when I'm done with it, I'm going to start like flattening them down. Call it BG. That's BG. And in fact, I don't need the background. Background can go. Actually, the background image is pointless being there. Cool. So as I go along, as I progress, I'm going to eventually start flattening things down or removing layers completely because I don't need them. Excuse me, on the final render. So a shelf render. There we go. So I'm going to get rid of the balls and stuff there. Okay, let's just clean this up a bit. There we go. Clean all this up. So we're going to be refining some of that windows again because there's some bit of line there. I can probably fix it on my side, on this side, I think. Right. Yeah, it's on this side, so I can just go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Because that is hope. C. Yeah. Might just bring in this side actually. Just push that in. There we go. So what I'm doing is making holding shift and making a line go down, as you can see there, like that, and it's really cutting it in. And here I can probably set this to 100% and just carve that down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let me see the reference. I might remove. Oops, press the wrong thing again. What? Press Clip Studio Paint to run. There we go. Yeah, so I might, you know what? I think that might be too heavy-handed. Same here as well. That's so what I may do is if I want to cut those elements out. In fact, actually, let's not do it that way because that's going to cut everything out. Let's cut. Can we do that? And here, okay, contagious. Let's do contagious. Tolerance of 10. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Make a new layer. There you go. So that's the bar there. We're gonna make another one on top of it, just to make it really thin. And we're gonna try and make it so it's bright. So it overlaps these areas. So it just might be a case of really. There we go. Really thin. Even to a point of like it's just like disintegrating in the light. The light's going to be bright enough to maybe knock it back. We'll see. Oh, actually, let's find that. Let's move that down a bit. There we go. And rotate that up. There we go. Let's find that sweet spot. There we go. There we go. Like all those lights. But yeah, it's going to be really bright. It might burn away some of these lines and stuff because it's that the light will the brightness will push it away. But we'll come back to that. Let's get the shelf done first. So okay, so there's a lot of grime here. I'm just going to clean it up. And let's see. Well, let's see how the finished piece looks with the foreground again. So yeah, so we're going to keep this bottom part, I think. Let's have a look at where's the railings and stuff there. Yeah. So let me see how it looks in there. Oh, character, yeah. So maybe there's like an underside block here. We could probably under the shelf because there's a gap here, and we want to try and close that gap in. I think. Let me just see how it looks at the line work. Actually, that might have been the bottom compartment. Let me just see the reference. How's the shelf look on this? Okay, yeah. So that is the bottom part. So that could essentially be the bottom part. So we don't really need. I don't really need this section at all. So I might have just done it as an overlap just to get everything in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Where's the line work for that? There's line work there. Oh, that's the balls. The line works there, right? So yeah, I can probably trim that away. There's another part here. Cool. Conk. There we go. Just hide that. There we go. Oh. Oof. Just gonna knock it. It's a bit darker. There we go. Let's put the objects back in so you can get an idea of how it looks. Cool. So the underside could be a bit more darker. In fact, we're trying to get a bit of a different tone as well, just to give it a sense of. Oh, so the balls will have to sit on top of it now to get that difference in. In fact, actually, yeah, that's right. I was just going to change. I was going to change it to something else, but I'm not going to. Actually, I'm going to keep the same color as the. I might keep it the same color as what's on the reference. That'd be much better. So this here. Oh, I painted on the ball, didn't I? Balls. Okay. Let's use the wood. So this line here going across is actually a wooden kind of partition. If that's the case, we can just use a like so. Actually, I should probably use that on a new layer. There we go, and I can just change the value before I flatten it down completely. There we go. So we're just gonna fit in like that for now. The verticals will be the dark value, of course. The wall can be the wall on the other side, so that's I guess we can get away with that. So I mean, I don't mind doing that sort of color. It's like a see-through shelf, which is fine with me. So that's upper shelf should be wood as well. So I'm gonna paint that color as well. Yeah, we go. Give it a sense of maybe a bit of red in there, just to give it a sense of woody kind of feel. Oaky red oak. Very hip kind of song. This is like this. Just get used to it. You listen to it every time on stream. There we go. A bit of overlay on top of it like that. I think that's the end of the track. Oh no, it's not. I was going to try to find a way so it's music is playing so quietly that you can't hear it, because if that'll allow me to play songs I want to listen to without the copyright strike kicking in. I don't want a copyright strike kicking in every time you're streaming, because when you're recording, which is what I'm doing right now, YouTube will mute the track, the whole thing, because you're not meant to be playing this kind of material that it considers to be a big no-no. So yeah, it's not nice. Okay, so I need to cut this angle out from this side. So to do that, I need to delete the shelf. There we go, and use our good old line tool again. Just cut this all out. There we go. Oh, just going to bring in that value there. There we go. And then there we go. So, but what's happened here is, so you can't see it there, so we need to trim off some of this just enough to show you that front part, and then we add a slight tint to that edge with the, like so. So let's be brought in a bit more, I think. Like so. part of the same value as that. So there we go. That'll work. There you go. So do another one for that. Cuts out from there, and then one from that end as well. Actually, to be honest, I think what I've done now, I think I've cut too deep. I think I've gone a bit too deep on the edge there. I think I have. Okay. So I may have to just revert that back to what it was. So do that. Just cut it down from there. There we go. Then bring this just there we go. Just trim that back in there. There we go. Probably do the same for this. Might be if I'm lucky. If I'm no, I don't think I should do it that way because I'll ruin it. Let's just do it the straight line way. There we go. Sweet. So just paint it all in like that, and then just grab the edge. Oh, shoot it down, and do the same on this side as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, so you need to think about the underlaying part as well, the under part of the wood, the render under there. Let's get the balls out of the way first. Where is that layer? There we go. So this under part here, I did a line there, so I need to where is that? That's the one. This one? Oh, no, this one. There we go. So make a new layer. So, I think this is going to be kind of tricky to pull off. I think. See what happens here. I'm misjudging the rendering on that, but let's see what happens if I do this. Coming back down there, so I need to remove these. Okay, that's right. So I need to bring these up. There we go. Bring these up. There's a little bit of cutting around here to do. Just cut it around. Oh, actually don't need these anymore. Oh, don't need that shelf render because pointless. Okay. Instead of erasing them, I want to mask them out. So if I do this, group that, select that. Oh, actually, this. There we go. And I'm gonna go in here and start to just erase these areas. Oh, there we go. Yeah. You've got your balls and your bags in there and the side there. It's going to be like that, I think. It's going to be masked out completely there by the bags. These little bag holder things. So it's going to Actually, these are bags. Actually, these are punch bags. These are punching bags. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, these are actual punching bags you twat people with. You know, like when you do boxing. So yeah, it's got a kind of like the kind of got this like texture, this leathery texture. So it's kind of shiny, but. Hmm. Let's hide the wall. Yeah, I think we can tone this down a bit and hide the line work for that thing. There we go. Okay, oh, it needs to do the edge. Okay, of course, the edge. So the edge is going to be that one. That's the line work. That's the. Oh, where's that? That's to go. Yeah, we did on this, I think. Oh, no. Okay. That's the rendering of that. Okay, so balls there. So yeah, these are going to be like weight ball things. Well, it could be anything really. So I'm going to take that out, take those out, and put something else in its place maybe. Let's get rid of them. There we go. The weights. Because weights, globy weight things. Actually, it doesn't have to be those. It could just be. Yeah, it could just be. Let's knock out. There you go. There you go. Placeholder for weights, hand weights, different colours. There we go. A bit of purple at the top, maybe purple, dark purple. Purple weights. There we go. Cool. I think this is going to be hidden away anyway from the character. Yes, it is. So it doesn't really matter, but still, it's there. It's there. That's all that matters. Okay. So these will be like the ball things, the weight. Those exercise ball things. I forgot what they're called. They're kind of used often. Where's the render for that? Let's look at here. Yeah. So do it here. yellow in there. There we go. There we go. Nice. So do the purple. It's pretty squashy, so can't erase that one. I think it's on there. Yeah, let's get rid of those. A bit more refined on there. Bizarri, how's it going? Bazari, welcome. Just chilling out here and working on comms. Yeah, welcome. Oh, good. I'm well, thank you. Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, just yeah. First week of post Easter, back to streaming. Have you had a good Easter break? Normally, they go really fast, but yeah, I mean, in the UK we get 4 days off, including Saturday and Sunday, so that's 2 days extra, but they go really fast, really fast, and yeah, it feels like I've done nothing. But so yeah, it's good deserved break, you know, just mostly just sleeping, having a long snooze, and maybe occasionally eating a little chocolate here and there, you know. Well, I freelance, took 2 days off. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Sometimes as freelancers, it's good to take some time off, you know, because you can get burned out, because obviously you don't know what weekend is. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. It's good to have a little cheeky break. Hopefully, when the lockdown stuff ends, you can potentially go on a holiday, on a proper holiday, somewhere nice and hopefully warm, away from work distractions or anything like that. So it's nice to have that kind of freedom. I like to. I plan to take some time off. Maybe go to Spain. I've not been in Spain for 2 years. You know, I was planning to go to Spain last year, but obviously the good old COVID happened. You know, so everyone's like kind of been in limbo with that, haven't they? Oh yeah, when it ends in like 10 years. Oh damn. Are you always in demand then? Is that the question? Is that the right? It's the right thing to say. You're always in demand, so you'll never get time off for yourself to do long trips. I used to do 6 month 6 month stretches of contract work, and then I would take like a 6 month break. When COVID ends, yes. Oh, yes. That's good. Yeah. Do you have any? Do you have any places you want to visit, or you plan, or you would want to visit for holiday? I mean, aside from Spain, I would go. I would go to Iceland as well, because I want to see some whales, actual whales. I've never actually been whale watching before, and it's something I would want to try. It'd be nice to see like actual, like, you know, the giants of the sea, you know, coming out on the surface and you see them. It'd be amazing experience. Somewhere warmer than Poland. Oh yes, yeah. Must be cold over there. I mean, today it's been like 9 degrees here, which is awful. Oh, well, sighting sounds. Oh yeah. Because I know you can see whales in the UK, but I've been told Iceland is the best place for whale watching, and so is Australia. But Australia's miles away, and it's very expensive to go to Australia. Um, and it's just, I don't want to spend like a 24-hour plane trip just to see some whales. So I think somewhere closer will be nice. And obviously, and I've never been to Iceland either, so it'll be nice, something different, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So nice. I like that. Let's get these orbs in. You working somewhere? I'm working from home. Working from home right now. I work for a publications firm. They're based in London, but I work from home. So yeah, yeah. I do all their artwork and design work and whatnot. We make reports and illustration covers and stuff like that. It pays the bills. That's the best way to say it. um, as long as we've got all our tools, all the tools we do, it's right in front of us. So it's not really they don't. As long as you can cover that, it's fine. But yeah. It varies, you know. It's mostly financial illustrations. So like business people handshaking, uh, businessmen looking at charts, stuff like that. Nothing exciting, but investment stuff. You know, the nice thing about nice thing about those sort of things is that the business is not going to run out, because it's best to be in a company, or best to be working for a company that's not going to be closed down, you know, because of COVID or anything. And this company seems to be doing fairly well in this, even in this situation, you know, where a lot of companies are closing down. This company tends to work remotely anyway, so it's normal for them. So it's nice to be it's financially secure. That's the right way to say, isn't it? So I've been lucky, that this role was like this position was there available at the time, because I started working for them a year ago, before the lockdown happened. So I was just doing some few jobs here and there, and then when the lockdown happened, I stayed with them. They didn't really say to me like, "Oh, your contract's finished," but it just carried on going, and I've been with them ever since. So it's one of the lucky moment. I guess it's very lucky moments of finding something that's you know there, right? Because I know a lot of people are still anxiously looking for work and stuff, and or they've lost their jobs, or they've been made redundant because what's happened. I've been fortunate to work remotely and do the stuff I normally do. So yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. These orbs are. There we go. I'm getting some yellow in there. There we go. Wash it down a bit. There we go. And then maybe the brightness of the red comes in. There we go. From what I hear from my art friends that also freelancing, they seem to do better during. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because freelancing. The nice thing about freelancing is the fact that pe- people tend to have freelancers tend to have all the stuff they need, right? You got all the programs you need to get the job done. As long as you get the job done, it's all good, isn't it? And as a freelancer, you don't take up you don't take up a staff slot, which means the company doesn't have to pay taxes on freelancers. It's just hired help, right? So people get around doing their passion projects, and exactly that. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. And no, it's good. But I guess the scary part of it all is knowing when the next job is. Sometimes if you haven't done your if you haven't been looking around, when your current contract finishes, you might just be on your laurels again, looking for another work. So I guess there is that risk. But if you're well managed, you can like when your contract finishes, you can jump onto another job straight away. So there is that, but yeah, yeah. Right now, there's plenty of contracting jobs out there. If you if you're good at what you do, oh, very cheap. Oh, I can imagine. In Poland, yeah. I think you said you're in Poland. Yeah, yeah, Poland. Yeah. Is it cheap because it's a very competitive market? Because I guess competitive part of it really then makes it difficult, isn't it? I guess if everyone's charging, if everyone's working for peanuts, that means you have to lower your standards, lower your pricing to. Oh, it's cheap to live in. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Oh, okay. I've never actually been to Poland. I know a friend who's from Poland. He lives in the UK. Um, yeah, there is like a convention there that he mentioned that I want to check out. Oh, obviously, COVID has made it not possible, but um, yeah, next year if it happens again, I may pop by. I may have a look at it. It's kind of like a art convention. Yes, like a fantasy. I guess you can call it a furry convention, but um, yeah, it's I like going there to see the art, but more importantly, I go there to eat the food, Polish food. Mm. Because in the UK we get a lot of Polish places, Polish not restaurants, Polish supermarkets. There's some really good stuff. Um, I normally get a lot of the Frankfurt stuff. Blink, I think it's got. Not sure the brand. I think the brand is Polish, but it's like you get chicken frankfurters, you get cheese frankfurters, you get uh, what's it called, pepperoni ones. Oh, delicious, delicious. I've been. My true objective would be to go there to eat, try the food. Aside from going to the convention and stuff like that, but yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true. There are some yeah, there are kale basses. Okay, yeah, and it's just like obviously, if you're going somewhere you've never been before, you got to try the cuisine. I mean, when I went to Spain, I had a lot of tapas. Came back a bit fatter. I came back a bit fatter because the tapas there was good, really good. Um, so yeah, if I'm going to Poland, if I do plan to go to Poland, you bet I'm going to be eating lots. That's the plan. That's the objective. Eat eat as much as you can. I'm sure it'll be a tasty treat. Mm, cool. There we go. Food. Yeah. Do like a where are you from in Britain? I'm based in kind of London. I think London's the best place. London is probably the best, closest you can probably say London. London is where I'm from. Very heart of the city, where everything is closed at the moment. Nothing's there. It's a dead city right now because of lockdown. There's nothing to do. We're still waiting on restrictions to be eased down, so restaurants will open again and stuff like that. So it's kind of boring right now. Yeah. But on the plus side, even though everything is closed, you can go cycling. I don't know if you cycle. I enjoy cycling. There's wonderful uh, bike lanes you can follow in London, like lanes dedicated just for cycling. So you can use those roads, cycle wherever you want to go, away from the cars and roads and stuff. So it's pretty safe riding. So that's been good. I've just been waiting for the weather to become better again. So then I can cycle out, and that's a nice thing. Sometimes when you cycle, you can sometimes find roads and stuff, places you've never seen before. You get to explore places that you never would ever bother to go by foot. So it's another positive there, of going by bike, and it's a good workout as well. It's a good workout. Work those legs, get a bit fit. But yeah, it's that's my plan anyway. Once the weather gets better and the lockdown kind of eases just a little bit, so I can go cycling. Because right now, even though you're allowed to go out, I think there is a certain restriction on how far you can go. And the other problem is if I do a bit of cycling, I need to use the toilet. If you're drinking a lot of water, you're gonna have to find a toilet somewhere. And obviously, right now there's nothing's open, so you can't go anywhere. So you'll be stuck in London looking for a toilet. You'll be in a bit of you'll be in trouble. You have to find a place, probably pee in the Thames or something. It's not good, but I don't think you want to pee in the Thames, because I think you get arrested by a police officer, or probably get fined because you couldn't find a toilet. Even though London does have a lot of tourists running around right now. I went there. I was there about a week ago, and yeah, there's a lot of excuse me, there's a lot of tourists still walking around. It's still fairly busy. It's a busy place. Okay, this shelf is kind of done. I'll probably come back to that in a minute. So let's work on the foreground now. So these are things. Let's do foreground. What's this? That's the base. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that either. So I'm going to get rid of these. That can stay. That can go. That can go as well. There we go. So I'm slowly eliminating pointless layers of this piece I don't need. Okay. Yeah. So you say you're a freelancer as well. What sort of freelancing do you do, Bazari? If you don't mind me asking. It was good to find out what people do. Because I'm nosy. I tend to be a bit nosy, I am. Oh. I think that's... Oh, hang on. What's happened there? Ah, right. Okay. If I do this... Of a painting of that... There we go. Yeah. Let's probably close in there. He's been doing illustration now, basically full-time freelance for a British game company as a contractor. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Very good. What company is it? If it's a British game company, what company is it? I might have heard of it. May have heard of that this company. Because the only company I know, which in London anyway, oh, actually there's a few companies in London I know. There's GameSys. There's what's the other one? Oh, I forgot the name of it. It's a really nice company. GameSys was really nice. What's the other one? The other one was the one that does Candy Crush. King.com. I've actually got their business card somewhere, because I went to the like a schoolism event for like digital artists and like illustration in the industry. So I had like a few contacts, like cards given to me. It's like, because I showed them my stuff and they said, look, if you want to work for us and stuff, here's a card and everything. So I got like cards and everything. Yeah, King.com. Another company is Chucklefish. They do pixel games, but not really a fan of. I mean, I can't really do pixel stuff, so Oh, it's a pre-production company, so nothing. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. There's starting to be a rise of small companies as well, growing now, and that's nice. It's nice. Let's erase that for a second. Let's try this again. Yeah. Isn't there like Rockstar in London? Yes, there is. Yes, Rockstar Games. Yeah, yep. That's another company. Yeah, Rockstar's in London, I think. I'm not sure if that's a development, if that's the development office, because they have like other branches, right? I'm not sure what they do there. I'm not, I'm not sure what they actually do there. It might just be what's it called? It might just be a customer service office, like, because I know Square Enix is in London. I used to walk past Square Enix every so often when I used to work in London. Um, a friend of mine used to work in Square Enix as a community admin assistant, like for Germany. So like he obviously he'd be like the linguist for German people and in the community stuff side of stuff. But yeah, it's like, but the thing is, it wasn't a Square Enix building. It's like a small area of a building in some tall building, which was Square Enix. But yeah, it wasn't really a developer's place. It's more of a community management office. But yeah, yeah. But then if you go to Guildford, which is like south of England, then you get like companies like Criterion. Criterion. I think Criterion Games are still around. I'm not sure. And what's the other company that does all the? Oh, I forgot the name of it now. It's they did some games. I forgot the name of it now. Let me find the name of it. What game is it? Company. Guildford Games Companies. There's a bunch of games companies there. Criterion Games, Hello Games. Hello Games did what's it called? What was it? That game, No Man's Sky. Is that right? No Man's Sky. Hello Games. Yeah. There's a bunch of companies in the end. Yeah, and Ubisoft's there as well. Ubisoft. What's the other? There's another game. There's another company that's there. I've forgotten the name of it. But yeah, Guildford. Guildford is the hub of games companies. Oh, actually, EA Games is there as well. So yeah, there's quite a few games companies there. Damn, 20. But there's another company. I've forgotten the name of it now. It's not there though. It's not based in Guildford. They're based somewhere else now. But yeah, yeah. If you ever wanted to work for a games company, Guildford is probably the best place to look around. You'll find a lot of them hanging around there. It's a nice location, Guildford. I've been there a few times. Nice area, very rural. It has some rural areas, which is nice if you like that sort of thing. It's very nice, nice place. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be a games tester for Criterion back in the day. Criterion, I did like when I was a student. That's when you can be silly and you can have do silly things. You know, you had a lot of time in your hands because you're still hungry for work and stuff. Really weird schedule though. Really weird schedules for games testing. You had to like do like weird shifts in the night as well because the game was launching in like a month's time, so it involved doing a few late nights testing games and stuff. But yeah, that kind of made my mind up of not wanting to go down that path because yeah, can become a bit busy. You know, can become busy. Can become a bit stressful as well, because obviously your life becomes, you know, your job becomes your life and stuff. So you have to be really careful if that's the path you want to take. But yeah, it was a Need for Speed game as well. I can't remember which one it was. It's a long time ago. I think it was Need for Speed. I think it was a Need for Speed. It was a racing game. It was definitely a racing game. But at the time, I wasn't really a fan of racing games. Like, I liked them, but I wasn't racing game enthusiast. You know, and that's one of the other things where you got to be enthusiastic about what you're doing, right? Racing games, I was like, all right. Could have been worse. It could have been a sports game, like a football game. I would not have enjoyed it, because I don't like football games. I think they're a lot of people like playing those sort of things that I don't. So you have to be well into that kind of thing, I guess, to enjoy that kind of stuff. And yeah, I guess that's why I wasn't really interested in EA as well. Because at the time, EA is more focused on sports games. That's their main interest, isn't it? Their forte before Star Wars and all that. Because everything runs off that engine they got for most of the things they use. Of course, it's called ice something. I forgot the name of it. Their proprietary engine. Yeah. My knowledge of stuff is all gone. Alan Alice, yes. This is a gym pick. Yep, I'm starting to finalize it now. I'm starting to like render it out now. So bring it to life. Bringing it all to life. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. How many stream for? We'll stream for 1 hour 25 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm trying to use these stream sessions to do the commission work rather than doing them outside of stream. Do you have versions of? Do you have the versions with the perspective line? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I still have those. I still have the perspective line stuff. I always keep it handy. I think they're still there. I think they're still in this pitch. In this one I pulled over. Yeah, there you go. I keep them there. I will get rid of them eventually. I don't need them. I don't really need them, but I keep them as a backup in case I do need to revert back to them. But so far it's been okay. I think so far it's been okay. I'm trying to remove some of these lines as well. Let's see what I can do here. That line, okay. Yeah. One of the things I do miss is the rotation tool. The canvas rotation would be nice, but because I'm on CS6, it doesn't like me rotating the canvas, so I'm kind of bummed out on that. No, there's a comm piece I'm doing for someone. Someone said, "Can you make me a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah." So just filling in the background first before I do anything else. Just block it all in. Got to bunch of layers hidden, line layers and line layers I need to hide. Here, that's one of them. Yeah, so that one needs to be refined a bit more. There you go. Oh, I think I might have gone a bit too far on that heavy line, I think. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Ooh, what's this? Okay, let's mask this out. Yeah, I haven't done any studies in a while. I might need to jump into some studies tomorrow. I think tomorrow would be a nice day to do some study pieces. But I mean, I've been doing some studies in between this morning. I've done some studies this morning, actually. Did some studying this morning of some faces, human faces, and some value studies and some observation painting as well. Painted a mountain. I want to do some more mountains. I've not done mountains in a while. A lot of fun. I think mountains are the only thing that is relaxing. If not mountains, then it's birds. I can do birds. Loads of birds everywhere. Oh really? Oh man. I find it relaxing. It's just calm. Like it's like if I'm not doing work stuff, painting a mountain or a bird just calms me down. I'll get lost in it. I'm zoned in on it. It's like, yep, doing this, and that's it really. I think the best ones are the complicated ones, the complicated birds or the complicated landscapes. They are good because they really make me think harder, and that's good. Art relaxing. There we go. Wow. I mean, this is. I'm finding this to be relaxing, and it's not really. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I mean, it's not difficult because I've kind of laid it all out. I've kind of laid out all the perspective lines and everything, so it's all coming together. It's just basically refinement. I've been having trouble lately with art in a way I wasn't expecting. Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Usually, I find that if you have a good foundation to start with, everything takes care of itself. Is that right? Like if you don't plan ahead, then my hair's coming away. Things tend to get harder. Is that right? Like if I didn't do the thumbnail of this, if I didn't make the thumbnail of this, if I didn't do the perspective of this, if I didn't do the blocking of the colors, the values, and everything I needed for this, then I would be struggling a lot more right now because this is a blown up piece now. This is a thumbnail now becoming more refined. Then it'd be harder. But if I was doing it, if I was doing it without all this, I think I'd probably be in trouble. I've done it a few times where I've just painted it off the bat. I've done some paintings off the bat, and I've not planned ahead, and it starts to show because I have to keep going back and repairing things, or go back and repaint things, or go back to repaint certain areas because it looks too muddy and stuff like that because I haven't looked into it. That's happened a few times, but for commissions, I tend to always keep it really strict in terms of like, right, this is the stage it's on. I'm not going to go any further until I've nailed. They're happy with it, and I'm satisfied. Satisfied to continue on. Otherwise, yeah, I'll run into that same problem where I can't. I'm still struggling to get something done because I've not planned ahead. So planning is important. Plan everything down. Plan everything. Planning until you're happy with it, and then move on. And I think it becomes easier. It just becomes a second nature. Yeah, it's like what you're doing, then you don't have to worry about anything. Just like you're an automatic pilot, just going for the ride. Like just take me to the finishing line, please. That's if you don't mind, driver. I've been hyper fixated on this tabletop game. I've not been drawing much for the last 6 months to do work. So now that I quit, I wouldn't expected to be doing more arts. I keep working on this game, maybe because I knew I'm rusty out. Well, that's a good. That's a. I mean, what's the? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what it is you're trying to. What's the problem? What is the problem here? With it, do you want to go back to arting? Because if you're good at if you're happy with working on this tabletop game, then I'd say stick with the tabletop game, right? It's if you really want to focus on art, then get on with art. Get on with art. There's no you know. I don't want to be blunt by saying that, you know, it's one of those sort of things, isn't it? Like, if you have to have the drive for it, right? You have to have the hunger for it. Yeah, you have to have the hunger for picking up the pencil and drawing something, or drawing anything. Or I know it's been, I know, like sometimes for me, I sometimes get really I get seduced. That's the right word. I was looking for the right word. Seduced is a good word. I get seduced by VR. I don't know if Bazari has ever used VR. I don't know if you, Al, if you've used VR either. Yeah, VR is amazing. First things first, VR is amazing. I've had it for like 3 weeks now, almost a month now, and it's amazing. It's addictive as well because I can hang out with friends and stuff on VR chat and stuff and play games and whatnot. So it's great. But I've been using it in almost every evening, but I've been trying to cut back on it. You know, trying to like say to myself, I'll do it the next day. I'll do it on a Wednesday. VR in all Wednesday. So right now it's all work. Keep my work. I'm differently indecisive. Is that what you said? I'm differently decisive. Well, you need to ask yourself. Excuse me, gas there. Fizzy drink. You need to ask yourself, right, what it is you want to gain from drawing. And is it something that's, you know, if it's something that if drawing is what you really want to do, then you should put the time and effort into it, right? That's the right way to say it. It's one of those sort of things. You can be indecisive. That's fine, but nothing there. There has to be you have to be self-disciplined. That's the right word to say. Self-discipline about what you want to do. And with art, it's one of the sort of things either you do it or you don't do it. If you don't do it, then obviously your progression suffers, right? But at the same time, right? At the same time, you're doing this tabletop thing, right? So is this tabletop thing something that you enjoy doing, right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. If you enjoy doing that, then there's nothing wrong with doing that rather than doing, you know, arting. But if arting is something that you really want to do, then obviously you need to put the efforts in. You have to say to yourself, look, I want to learn to draw. I want to learn to art. I want to learn to paint. All that. You have to put the foot down and tell yourself that that's the only way. I think sometimes you have to be really firm with yourself to say you want to do this, because if you don't, it will never happen, and you're going to constantly be finding excuses not to pick up the pencil. But it's down to you, really. It's down to you. It's a very tricky subject as well, because it's not a lot of people have commitments and stuff as well. Some people say they want to learn to draw, but their commitments in life are holding them back, and some people have no choice. It's fair dues, but you gotta with drawing, or like with any skill, you gotta give the time for it. Like right now, for me, I'm still trying to learn Blender. Blender's it's a comprehensive program. It's not easy to learn, but I'm steadily learning it. I'm steadily getting used to using the tools and stuff. Every so often I'll make something in it. It might not be good. It might be crappy. It might be absolute crap, but I'm using it because I can memorize the the shortcuts and stuff. So you gotta try and commit to something. You gotta commit to it. If you plan to do it, commit to it. And the rewards are simple. Obviously, your rewards are, you know, the skill of it, isn't it? The skill of the software you're learning. So, yeah. Sorry if it wasn't a straight answer, Al. Yeah, it's a tricky one. You have to decide for yourself what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Focus on one thing at a time if it makes it easier for you. Because if you're jumping between two things and you're not finishing one or the other, then that could be a tricky thing. How's the blendering going? It's all right. I've made a rabbit head. Nothing, nothing amazing. Just a simple rabbit head. Um, I could probably show up for the stream. I think. Let me see if I can load it up on here. Save. What do you want to do in Blender? I want to make models for 3D printing. Models for 3D printing. That's about it. And maybe make a model in VR for VR chat as well. But nothing. I don't really want to take it too seriously. You know, I'm just doing it for fun. See how far it goes. But ideally, yeah, 3D printing will be nice. I can make sculptures, little sculptures. Let me show you. I can probably show you that. If Blender loads on here, Blender. If it loads, there we go, it's loaded up. I think this is the latest head. Oh, it's the old head. Just run the other one up. Can you recover it? Oh, you can't recover it. Open recent. No. This is head 2. There you go. Is that the one? I think this is the one. Oh, okay. Find sculpting Blender quite miserable. Oh, really? Yeah, it's. Well, I mean, I've used ZBrush before, and ZBrush was a bit difficult because ZBrush interface is a bit weird. I think I've got R4 version. R4 needs to upgrade. So yeah, it's not the latest version, sadly. But yeah, display capture. Let's try display capture. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't really get used to the interface. The interface drove me nuts. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. So I mean, this is the. I was messing around. This is just me messing around with ZBrush, if anything else. So just testing the sculpting features and see how it works. R4. R4 is what? I don't know what version that is. What is R4? Let me see ZBrush. I don't think I've got ZBrush installed on here. Oh yeah, R8. ZR8, I think. I think that's the older version. I think I need to upgrade there. I'm in Blender. Oh, 2.8. This is 2.8. I think it's 2.8. There we go. Where is the? Yeah, I think it's 2.8. It's the latest version. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So like, if I pull this out, you can see it. There you go. You can probably, well, you can't really see it on there, but like, yeah, it's got like all the features like draw sharps, clay strips, increase, smooth, flatten, and right now I'm using the tablet, so it supports the tablet, so you can do crazy stuff like that. Obviously, this model is not really a good example of doing stuff on it because this is just a testy head. Been messing around with. Where's the pinch and grab? Snake hook. That's it. Snake hook's really good. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, this model is not a good example. Oh. Yeah, no, the spiky head thing they're going on there. But yeah, if I do a new file, it'll be easier. If I do a new sculpting file, don't save. There we go. Snake hook. There we go. Yeah. Obviously, there's not enough vertices to do like a proper pull there, but you can turn on Dino Topo up here, and you can do like a more controlled. You can generate more topology. Right now, some relative detail. I think you can do constant. Constant detail. There we go. Constant detail. So if you do that now. Oh, that's 3. That's very low. So if I just to like 100, well, for this 50, there we go. That's more like, look at that now. Look at that, 50 points. So now it's generating more topology as I pull out. So it looks rather ugly. It's like a big squiggly ball thing. Hairy ball. Woo. That was the mirror. I think that's the mirror tool there. There we go. That's better. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely give it a try if you know the sculpting stuff. Blender has gone sufficiently better at doing these things. What else is there? That's the clay tool there. So yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to. I need to spend more time sculpting. All I've been doing so far is learning the tools of doing. Just learning the basic tools of Blender, like, you know, so loop cuts and extrusion, things like that. Knowing when to use them and stuff like that. But out there, oh, holding shift is softened. Okay, cool. It's pretty cool. I think control does the. Yeah, control does the opposite, inverted. Yeah. It's pretty cool. You can get carried away. You can get carried away doing sculpting in Blender. Yeah. So, don't know what I'm doing there. There's a little nose and whatever. Yeah. Anyway, that's Blender. Yes, great stuff. Great stuff. Let's go back to our painting. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. Gonna have a hell of a lot of fun. Blender. Yeah, I'm planning. Yeah, but the plan is to just generally just make fun make models in for 3D printing. That's as far as I thought about it, right? Really, if anything else, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'll take it more serious. I don't know if I'll take a more serious approach on it, but if it helps in my job stuff, that's great. You know, making products and stuff, because like sometimes angled covered reports and stuff are really handy for design layouts and stuff, and also creating objects for demonstration purposes. You know, so obviously if you've got product demonstration, it's a great, you know, Blender's great for making models like that, you know, in 3D to show to your clients. You know, they go, wow, it's like, that's amazing, got a 3D model of our product. Wow. So you can do little crazy things and a lot of cool things in Blender. A friend of mine who does a lot of stuff for Blender for clients and stuff. He does like he used to do mobile phone cases and stuff, and actual product designer. So it's really inspiring to see what stuff you can do in that in Blender alone that, you know, most 3D packages can do, but it's free, isn't it? So it's pretty amazing. Close this in. Actually, I'm thinking this evening, before I end my stream in like maybe 30 or so minutes, I might just do some more studies after stream and just get back into doing some more of that, because I've not done some Paintery test studies, which are more on the not safe for work side. So obviously I can't do not safe for work on Twitch or YouTube because you know it might spaz out. Twitch police might arrest me. Twitch police, they might put me away. They might put me away, and that's the end of that. So, yeah, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. Should be that color. Alright, Bazari, thanks for hanging out, and you have a good rest. Take it easy. On the other side, so I'm gonna have to break this up a bit, I think. Let's see. It's the line right there. Unless I've combined the two. That's that one, and where's the... It's not that. That's... That can go. There we go, it says these two. If I get rid of this. Excellent. So that's the other one. So I need to try and separate these two from each other. Oh, that's good. 4-2. I call it 4-2. So let's start rendering this one out now. Ooh, okay. Let's close off this layer, see how it looks without that. Ooh, yeah, so it needs that kind of outer part. Nope. It's a shame I couldn't stream on Picarto today because a fair few people were normally wait for me on Picarto. I'm gonna have to try and break up my session to maybe do some sessions on there maybe at some point. Because I was going to do one yesterday, I didn't. So I have to try and get that back, get that session back somehow. Because I was working on some new pictures a few days ago. I haven't streamed it though. Did it on Discord and offline, of course. Oh, itchy back. My back is itch. Oh. Actually, let me just check something as well. My reference window. Hmm. Mm-mm. Boop, 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 boop. Just checking some references. Sorry if you're from a bit quiet. Just looking at the reference. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Always good to check references. Okay. In fact, I like lighting might be just dark as well. Just black it out. Maybe underneath. Some overlighting as well. So, there you go. Maybe some overlighting on that part there. Some floor reflection to keep that glow. I like that. It's a very mellowed out song. Oh. So I've been streaming for. I've been streaming for 1 hour 56 minutes. I'm gonna be streaming for maybe another 20 or so, and then I'll call it time. Let me move to AFK because I'm hanging in my own server in general on mute, so I can't hear anyone anyway. So don't want to give that impression that I'm like there to talk, talking, not talking on any kind of session. Sadly, not this time. So. So that part. Oh. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Let's put this up again. Again, that area is going to be blurred out, so it doesn't really matter if it's like how it looks. That can probably stay off as is, as a offside render. Oh. A wonky hand for drawing off without the aid of angling my canvas makes it tricky for this. So I'm going to try and leave that some of these areas that I'll come back to. Right, let's get on with this. Oh, actually, background here, I forgot about that. Let's get this off second. Let's plot the... Yeah, that's there. Cool. Oh. Let's do that. There we go. Actually, that's probably a silly thing to do there. Didn't mean to do that. Let's erase that. Oh, let's erase that. That's that part. Just do verticals. In fact, what's that line? Where's that line coming from behind? Where is that? Is that this? No. What is that? That's that. Okay. Let's erase that. Can we just get rid of it? Let's get rid of it. It's fine. Oh, I see. Oh, I see why that's done that. Okay, it's fine. So the reference for this wall. There we go. It's very faint, so I don't think it actually matters. It's going to be rather. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that probably works. What goes in that upper part. Is it that? Okay, that was that. Okay, so that needs to go. There we go. Better. Okay. Right, let's bring the foreground back in. Yeah. Oh yeah, I turned off Steam. Good thing, good thinking. Because I was about to check my Steam. It's like, who's online right now? Who would be online right now to see, see what they're up to? It's a good thing I did. If I did that, that would have been a catastrophe. Because I would have been hooked on that. It's like, oh yeah, see what they're up to. Because like I said before, I've kind of been hooked on VR chat, and obviously VR chat is a rather addictive place to hang out with other people and have a little giggle and laugh and all that stuff. So it's yeah, gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for these things. Excuse me. Yeah, gotta be careful. Get addicted. Let's turn off the foreground for a second. Just want to see something again. Oh, that's not it. The other foreground. Oh, actually, all of it. Oh, this one. There you go. Yeah. So I think that's part of this. Yeah, it is part of that. So. It's going to blow that. Let's blow that away a bit as I progress through this. Oh, like so. Oh. Keep closing my. Keep minimizing my. Restream chat window on this side. Restream is another way to keep track of my other chats. So. Because in the past I've forgotten people talking in another chat. I've completely just wasn't paying attention, didn't see it, and so I missed people saying hi in there. Actually makes me look like a bit of a bad person if I've completely forgot to say hi. So actually we bring perspective lines back again. There we go. That's really handy there. Oh. Oh. Let's mark the red there. lighting follows along from it. And in fact, this, you know what, I'm going to get rid of that. So I'll do that when I'm working on the actual character themselves. Right now the aim is to just get the floor apparatus and stuff in place, so it belongs to this world. That's it, isn't it? Same song? Oh, it's still going. It's still going. Very good. Very good. Not a lot of people in my time zone are going to sleep now because it's like 11. It's nearly midnight here. Nearly hitting the midnight mark. It's reaching the end of the day. As it should be. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to go for another, what time is it? Oh, 2 hours, 9 minutes. So I'll go for another 15 minutes, maybe another 15 minutes tops. I think I'm satisfied with what I've done with this so far. There's still a lot more to do on the apparatus side of things, but I want to try and work on the character next. Get the character in, get them, because that's the main focal point here. So I want to get the body nicely rendered in, just to get nice little bits and pieces, just little touches here and there, refinements, and then obviously the weights are going to be a bit of a fun thing to do, and then that's it really, and then just cleaning up really, little clean up. Swish. Let's try and get the apparatus side sorted first. So yeah, these little partitions on the foreground one is the most important one, because I want to try and make them more. Oh, actually, there we go. 4-2. That's the 4-1 there. We'll call it 4-1. There we go. Yeah, so this is the important one I want to try and focus on. Some line work I want to try and get rid of. Oh yeah, see, that's still there. So I want to try and refine this. So turn off the thing there. Okay. Moving forward, just sit back. What's going on here? I think I've added an extra line here. It's got a bit thicker there. Shouldn't have done that. There we go. So yeah, I need to like fix these things up immediately, because I'm kind of still, the line's still there, and that shouldn't be there. Okay. Just get on with it. Oh, it's a bit too thick. There we go. Oh. Get this refined. It's all about. That's what this part is all about. Just refining, getting it ready. So I might just rotate the canvas, you know, because I'm pretty hesitant of doing this, but like, put it counterclockwise, it shouldn't really bum up anything. We'll see. This is why CS6 doesn't really like me using, well, OBS and CS6 doesn't like this. It might be an OBS thing then, if anything else, but still, it's a pain in the bum. But so I'm gonna refine, block this all in properly. In fact, I shouldn't be doing that. I should not be doing it on that layer anyway. Oh, wow. Well, I think I undid it twice there to a point where it's twice. Did too much counterclockwise there. Oh. Oh yeah, fizzy stuff. Good. So much tang. It's rotating again. Can you believe it? So yeah, I got about oh, it's 2 hours 14 minutes. Okay, I've got about another 10 minutes, I guess. Usually final 10 minutes I always just say yeah, it's been another good session. Made some progress on this piece. The apparator stuff needs a bit more attention, which is fine. But tomorrow I want to try and do some warm-ups before I do the wolf character, the wolf, the K9 character. But I think what I'll do is outside the stream I might just work on the these weight panels. Kind of been they're a bit fiddly, you know. They're a bit fiddly, so I might need just to spend more time blocking them out a bit more and refining them. Because I've blocked them in partially. I think because they had not been blocked in properly because how small the thumbnail was. Small thumbnails is a bit tricky to block in all lines like that, so it's probably what's happened here. Yeah, which is fine. Let's do that. Here we go. Boom. In fact, that long line can just be filled in, really. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what I should have done, really. Just block it all in. Block this thing in completely. There we go. There we go. Okay, what's this causing? No, it's that line there. Yeah, so this line thing here, this is what's the culprit as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint over this just to prepare it up. There we go. Same here as well. Let's hide this for a second. There we go. I think that's okay. Let's bring the line up again. turn off the base as well. Because I only see the. Oh, okay, I must have erase it. Oh, I didn't erase it. There you go. That's better. So I'll try and. Oh, okay. Guess that's okay. Get that cubish feel to it, and then boom. Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah, as I said before, these things take time, and that's nice thing is there's not much to do other than just filling in the gaps. That's what I'm doing, and just makes it easier. None of that. Not really re-referencing things and looking up things again just to see how they are. It's just a case of making sure that everything works now. Repair it, refine it. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think I may have added too much shadow on these metal bars, but we'll see. Because I think usually the dark metal doesn't really brighten up unless it's got some shine to it. But if I do count clockwise again, yeah, these sort of things that you can do at the end really when you're polishing them up for metal texture. But right now, yeah. Get rid of that. Don't trust that line. Dodgy line it was doing before. Ooh. What was that before? Okay. Oh. So a lot of people tend to use 3D models to do these things to save time, but it ends up looking a bit too less paintery, than more very plopped in 3D, which can make things look a bit weird. So it's best to just sometimes, go for it and make it as that kind of artistic feel to it, So I think it looks much better than. Control there. Turn the cursor into a precision kind of brush, which is nice, but not really what I want. There we go. Probably brushes in that value there. Kind of that warm value back in there, surrounding the. Oh. There we go. That's better. Trying to put some of that warm values back in here of the area rather than just keeping it subtle greyish grey, because there is like a tinted room, it's the room's kind of cream, so no lighting's add into that as well, so might as well add a bit more finesse to it. Got about 23. Well, actually, it's coming very close now. Kind of very close to my end of my session. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Working on this. I may do some study paintings just to begin with, just a little warm up. I might try and start the stream a bit earlier. I mean, I started a bit late today because I was just mooching around again, and that's not really good. But after work, sometimes you just need a bit of a break from everything, just to get your mind set into streaming mode, streaming painting mode. But yeah, it's been a busy day. So to say the least, and yeah. Gotta punch laziness in the face. That's the best way to do it. And I was gonna make a coffee. A coffee would usually solve all my problems in terms of, before I start streaming, just have a cup of Joe, and I'm feeling right as rain, especially on getting these things done. But today this evening I didn't bother with coffee. 'Cause too much coffee can be bad, So trying to cut back on coffee just a tad bit, just a little bit. Okay. Okay. I think there's a brush too wide there. There we go. There it is better. Yeah. There we go. Back on a loop again. Looping. Yeah. So I want to end it soon, but I'm still going. Always keep spotting small little nitpicks that I could be working on. A little line there. Spins out. Yeah. When you're about to end, you start seeing things like, oh yeah, I've got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. Oh yeah. Oh, this line shoots up way up off the pat there. That should be down further down. So again, I need to bring this down. In fact, just erase it. Let's erase it and bring that. There we go. Get their perspective line back. There we go. Ooh. I think my line is a bit slightly thicker than what's there. So again, let's fix that now. Hang on, what am I looking at here? It's gone thick. Alright, so maybe it's this up a bit here. This bit here, that's giving me the... Yeah, just further up. So this is the nitty-gritty part of doing these fixes. You have to make sure your perspective lines are obeying what you originally set them out for. Otherwise, things start looking a bit... Even though they may look okay, they probably are not. So yeah, damn perspective. Get perspective right. Get that perspective right. But this is something I'm going to try and fix on my lunch break tomorrow when I'm on my contractual duties. If things are not too busy tomorrow, I'll just jump onto this and just work on these parts, because it's not really... I mean, these things can be quite boring to watch, and especially it's not really exciting, really, is it? Fixing pipes here, not pipes, fixing lines and stuff. So that's still further up. Look at that. What's going on there? Did I just bypass that line completely? I thought I fixed it. There we go. There we go. Down there. There we go. That's better. Boom. That's better. Yeah. Right. So once that's done. Okay. So this line is way too thick. There we go. There we go. So that line itself is probably bad. It's a bad line. Yeah, this as well. This comes further up. Just to match that. Oh. Yep. Cool. Right. Let's wrap it up here because I've gone the 2 hours 30 mark here. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. If you're still that is, I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. I'm gonna, like I said, try and repair this if I can before I start the character itself. So bring the character up here. Boop. Gonna be working on this tomorrow, so that should be fun. And then yeah, it'll just be a case of once this has been rendered out a bit. I think the bulk of the work, I think most of my work will be dealing with the weights as well, because the weights are kind of not kind of round, they're kind of roundish. So I need to maybe find a way to try and refine them a bit more. But that's not a problem. It should be fun to do. But yeah, the weights, these apparatus themselves, I just want to make sure they look right. Even though they're not the important part, it's always good to get that kind of thing set down. So yeah. Yeah, let's wrap it up here, guys. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. Until next time, keep watching the skies. Keep watching the skies. And I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.